How's it going? My name's Jacob Dewitty, jacobdewitty.com, and today we're going to talk about how to make an indie pop song, just like my song Undefined. I'm here to create music with purpose and help independent musicians just like me take their songs from idea to reality. Let's get into it.
I'm on the grind, but I cannot see.
As we grow, the puzzle comes together. Can't take it slow, no, we do not have forever. We are more than our cage. We must start a new age. Creative souls that cannot be defined.
It all starts with my handy dandy journal. We just sit down on the piano, we come up with an idea of what we want the song's message to be. So this song was all about identity, trying to find yourself. Pretty simple. And so we came up with the chord progression similar to that. So the chord progression was C sharp minor, E major 7, A major 7, and then either D dominant 7 or B dominant 7. And the funny thing about this is I would modulate between C minor and C major. And that's kind of a subtle thing that has to do with the message of not knowing your identity. So most songs are either in minor or major. This one, the melody uses some of that minor, but then we also have some major chords in there, so just a little tasteful thing. But we kept the song really simple. So all we got piano, then we got a bass, and then for these drums, I have an electric kit, but I basically hooked it straight into this MIDI kit that I use. I will show you. So this is actually a free plugin. So of course it is easier to come up with this hooked up to an electric kit. I am a drummer as well. So, but of course if you're not a drummer, you could just go into MIDI and do it yourself. Most people always opt for programming drums. That's just kind of how it is nowadays. And you get a decent sound, so we got piano, bass, drums. Then we got a synth. Sort of like an atmospheric kind of electric piano, I'd say. And that one's a lot more synthy. And then we had an orchestra right here that plays throughout the entire song. Just that really serves as the ambience of the song, basically. And then, of course, we get into the verse. We have just solo vocals, just one line.
I am nothing and everything.
But then once you get to the chorus, it changes to a lot more harmonies.
This song is me. As we grow, the puzzle comes together. Can't take it slow, though we do not have forever. We are more than our cage. We must start a new age. Creative souls that cannot be defined.
So yeah, we basically just added a little tasteful harmony. Not too much, but some harmony goes a long way, especially in those choruses to build up that energy. And then we also added some more instruments down here to build up that energy as well. So that's still that atmospheric, still that simple. a low synth, then plucks. And then that was the orchestra. So, again, very simple, but gets the job done. And of course, a bridge. Go to the bridge. So just a little halftone feel here. Switch it up a little bit. So this genre of like indie, alt pop can be really simple. I mean, usually you use a guitar, but as I am a piano player, so I'd rather use piano, but guitar works well here. So basically you have a main instrument, piano or guitar, then you have some ambience, and then bass and drums. I mean, that's really as simple as it goes. And you just sit down at a piano, write some lyrics, make a melody, and then you build out everything. Just arrange it. Of course, I always like to do a piano solo. And then
We are more than our cage. We must start a new age. Creative souls that cannot be defined.
yeah, so I can show you some arrangement tricks I did here. So I just made it higher, dropped all the instruments out, so then when it comes back in, it's 10 times more powerful.
We are more than our cage. We must start a new age. Creative souls that
You can get into mixing a little
cannot
bit.
be defined.
So I like to start with a template, so I have all the setup already. Drums already sidechained and everything. And then we have lead vocal. We've got a little bit of auto-tune, of course. Some EQ, reverb. This was a compressor and a limiter. Works well enough. TDR Nova. This is a de-esser. I have better compressors now, but the Fruity limiter worked in this one. And then, of course, delay. And then so we separate it into the lead, the background vocal, those ad-libs, the harmonies. And I use gain staging, of course, to set all these levels. And of course, you panned a little bit, so some of the ambience and some of the different pianos got panned a little bit to the left and to the right. That just adds space to the mix. And yeah, of course, I had a little bit of some percussion, just extra stuff. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I bounced it out, master it in a separate file. I do offer one-on-one services, sound packs, and more. So check out my website and see what you think. Watch us next if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.